Don't get scared by this length. We're not listening to this yet. We have something before that. We built this city. Ooh, we built this city on cock and balls. No, instead we're listening to Nitro Coma sends in an album. Yo, Brad, I'm sending in another album from my friend. This time a solo project. This one is a little less indie. It's less indie and more synth pop, but it also dabbled in a bunch of different genres, so I hope you enjoy. All right. We built this city on cock and balls. So, I don't know who the fuck this is. Kenzie, Belisle? Yeah, alright. Freelance, Aliens. This is kind of a fun cover. I like this. Actually. Alright, starting off good. Alright, judging a book by its cover. And here we go. Freelance, Aliens.
I ponder of something great. My lungs will fill and then deflate.
They came from outer space. Why? To get fucking paid. They're mean and green and they're coming to town. They're aliens for hire.
Wait, hold on a second. Now, I assume that what's going on here is supposed to be like actual aliens of, like, you know, extraterrestrial beings and whatnot. However, the issue is that aliens also refers to illegal immigration. And I feel like now I feel like I don't know if that's the actual intention of this song. But it very much can be confused for that, which drives it very heavily into a certain political side of the spectrum, which again is, if that is unintentional, is a severe oversight. No, yeah, Nitro is, this is their friend who says it's absolutely not a political thing. But it it has to be mentioned because that, like, I'm telling you, like, this straight up sounds like a song Kid Rock would make about illegal aliens, but then joke about it being actual aliens. Wait a minute, this is just the South Park episode where it's like the guys from the future return because there's no jobs in the future. So they'll work for cheap in the past.
In space could make you sob. They're here to work for minimum wage, menial labor in the internet.
I like how this guy's speaking like he's some sort of news host too. Like, the aliens are here and they're willing to work for minimum wage. I feel like it really helps sell it, sell the sci-fi side of this. But if he was rapping like, the aliens here, they're working for minimum wage, manual labor and the internet age, we the people, you know, then it would be a little bit different.
They can mow your lawn. They can use Photoshop.
The aliens are here and they'll work for minimum wage. They don't care about the pay. They just want to take it. They don't care if they are slaves. Yeah, that's my Tom McDonald impression for reading this song.
And do anything as long as it doesn't require an education. They can shovel your driveway. They can kill your cat. They can knit and embroider. They will eat your cat. Somebody's gotta
Now, when we say kill and eat the cat, are we talking about a real feline here? That's the other thing.
Take one for the team. Somebody's gotta hire these aliens. They're good at painting and they're totally clean. Somebody's gotta hire these aliens. Somebody's gotta take one for the team. Somebody's gotta hire these aliens. They're good at painting and they're totally clean. Somebody's gotta hire these aliens. Somebody's gotta, they gotta. Somebody's gotta hire these aliens. They're pretty chill, they could be part of your team.
Freelance Aliens does a good job at implying that it is about extraterrestrial beings, and I feel like that allows this song to be tongue-in-cheek, have a pretty simple instrumental that's just very bleepy bloopy, and have a very goofy delivery. I feel like because it sets it up well, it's the execution being well done and all of it all culminates into a song that feels like the intention was good and the execution was good as well. I found that to be a good song. I found it to be a fun little track. I liked it. It's something that I think is extremely charming. A lot of the times I'm very harsh on music for not being very like polished or pristine in a lot of certain like very specific aspects. But what I like about when people are just kind of, you can tell that they're very relaxed and they're just enjoying themselves making something and they have a vision for it. A lot of that doesn't matter because I don't have to think about that because I'm having a good time. And that's what this made me feel. It's a smiley ball. Spending habits.
I worked my whole life
I
for
wish
this.
I was in LA. Don't wanna be here anymore. I hate the snow and I hate the cold and the people that don't go out no more. I wish I was on a beach, walking the sand and the ocean leaves. I wanna swim with the stars. I wanna drive those souped up cars. I mean, I'm like freezing my ass off up here. It gets to like minus 40 in the winter. Like I don't even know how people.
Me and my ego,
Why?
solid as they come. Me and my ego.
Cause my spending habits suck and my savings don't exist.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Spending all my money, spending all my money. I just can't get ahead, I can't get ahead. Spending all my money, spending all my money. We gotta play pretend or stay until I'm dead, yeah.
Good morning.
I wish I was in LA. Don't wanna be here anymore. With the palm leaf shadowed streets, the flowing lights in the midnight heat. I wish I was on those hills.
You know what? This honestly kind of reminds me a little bit of AJR. My big issue with AJR is they're always trying to push something. They're like a pill pusher for positive imagery when they are some of the most sour artists possible. And I feel like this is kind of just very chill. In that they're good? No. I do like this because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like AJR kind of has that perfectionism about what they do while simultaneously releasing the biggest steaming pile of shit possible. But originally there is a very creative and out the box way that are like thought that they have in the beginning. And I feel like this sort of has that. But the way it goes about it is still very quirky, but it doesn't manage to lose that in translation. In other words, it actually feels good to listen to this, whether or not it's super polished.
Instead of tending this checked out till I wanna get tacos with my friends in a sick Mercedes Benz. I wanna get out of this town. I would go anywhere, it doesn't matter if I only had the cash, but I blew it all at night. I wanna get out of this town.
That being said, I think this song's a bit of a step down from the first one, but I don't hate it. I still think it's charming, and I still think it's on a positive trajectory.
Oh God.
Sigma reminds you of Tizo Touchdown. That's interesting. I like where you're thinking.
Running through your mind.
What the fuck? Spending Habits is fun. I think it's a decent little rock tune. Again, I feel like this guy's personality is bleeding into his art, and it's working for me. I think it's a strong shrug. I still find it to be maybe a little too rough around the edges, but I do like what's going on here overall. Next song, Cook for Me.
Friday, it's a fly-ass kids like it's Friday. I'm swinging out like a chimpanzee. Get the fuck out of Dodge before you fuck on me, yeah. I got nothing on my mind, so I like to be. I hosted too pressing, that's what's stressing me. You need to chill the fuck out, let's take a seat. Take a breathe, now suck on these. I love the shit, yeah, that's what I do. I sip cheap wine, I don't fuck with booze. And I don't lose sleep, cause I don't lose. I wake up at 2, and then I hit snooze. I'm a broke boy, that's not a bread. Driving uninsured, I got nowhere bag. And a red Hyundai with a black zigzag. Cruising down the street with a short-haired babe, yeah. Being me is no easy feat. I eat pussy like I've been starving for weeks. Cause I've been starving for weeks. Somebody please cook for me. Somebody please cook for me. Somebody please cook for me. Somebody please cook for me.
What the hell?
Somebody please cook for me. Somebody please cook for me.
Allie Hall would make this song.
Somebody please cook for me. Somebody please cook for me.
Would they, though?
Somebody please cook for me. Somebody please cook for me. Yeah, nah, I'm like Nacho Libre. I'm weak as fuck, but I look good in spandex. They say I'm clowning, but on Halloween I pulled a bad bitch. What's happening? Low key, I don't know what to do with myself, cause I'm happy right now.
Joe Holly would never do a morally bad decision.
Without the fame, I'm no household name, so don't play no games. You ask me where the milk is, bitch, check the fridge.
Yeah, to me, this comes off less like Lil Dicky, more like Santana. You know what I'm saying? Less like Hobson, more like Beck. And for that reason, I actually think this works.
You ask me again, bitch, check the fridge. Going back to the root of the issue, I need money to eat, or I'ma live on the street for show. And I gotta figure this shit out quick, cause I might just eat the snow. Somebody please cook for me. Somebody please cook for me.
God, I'm so hungry.
Somebody please cook for me. Somebody please cook for me.
It doesn't have to be good or anything.
Somebody please cook for me. Somebody please cook for me.
Anything.
Somebody please cook for me. Somebody please cook for me.
I'm begging you.
Personally, the charm of this guy is rubbing off on me. I like what he's doing. I think that this guy is... He seems sweet. Some of these lines come off as shocking out of nowhere, but they... but I prefer these songs with him than without him, and for that reason, it's a light smiley ball for me. It's honest. But also, when it exaggerates, it's doing it in an entertaining way. I feel like if you're able to follow along with just the sort of weird emotional roller coaster going on with the bullshit going on here, then it's actually quite enjoyable. I'd be lying to myself if I said I didn't like that, so I fuck with it. You're so mean.
DJ Khaled.
The love
if you were to tell me that this was written by the drummer of the band or something, I would probably believe you. This shit is motherfucking boring. All my friends are even take it slow. I know that's not the all your friends do. That is not the version that you know. I know you're talking about LCD, the girl on LSD, and she playing my CD. Holy sweet mother of God, this is making me understand why I like these previous ones so much. Because they decided, we're not just gonna do, typical bullshit. We're gonna, even if it's just same sort of, instrumental style that I'm used to, it'd be like some fun, weird shit going on. Like, maybe do a corny-ass rap about how you're broke and you need someone to cook for you, But this, oh my God, it's like the one strength that these guys had, or that this guy had, it's gone. Now it's been replaced with essentially something very sappy, serious, and personally, in my opinion, actually cheesy. Like tons of tempo changes, all this shit. Imagine if it was behind something cool. Look, there are 330 people watching, but chat is dead. Have you been to like a different stream with 330 people in it before? This chat is the farthest thing from dead. It is one of the most active chats for like one of the fewest people possible in it. And I pride myself on that. I can say something in the chat right now. Type 1 if you're here and alive. And boom, it's gonna go crazy. That's the thing. They're observing. They're watching. They're waiting. It's that simple. And let me tell you right now, I don't care that the last 3 songs were good. In my personal opinion, I think if you make a song like this, maybe it's time to start looking for a new career. I'm just kidding. The thing is I still think there are some great elements to this song. I just think that the things that made everything else fun are gone here. Feeling a low shrug. $20.49. What you have here is an overcharged, distorted beat, and it's the one time where you're going to want your vocals to overpower the song, because right now you're letting this song completely overpower you. I feel like the vocal performance doesn't have the electricity that is necessary to really fuel everything else that's going on. In other words, you've created cognitive dissonance when this should just be essentially one big, strong bullet of a track. Here's an example of what I mean. Let me show you a song where the vocals are very loud and the instrumental is very distorted, but it's not really something you think about too much, but it works 110%. One of my favorite songs I've heard, period, over the last, 10 years. And it's this. Using a very clear sample, like borrowing a lot from a sample, but the way it goes over it gives it everything. Yes, Brian Eno, that's the sample here. The Jet song, or whatever it's called.
Damn, nigga, it really, it brings a pose, but damn, nigga, it really. By storm, I know I'm on, yeah, won't show everything. The show must go on, the show must go, man, show must go on, shit, I don't know. It brings a pose, but damn, nigga, it's really poet. It brings a pose, but damn, nigga, it's really poet. Shit, we got caught by storm, and we ain't even know it.
The clear vocals here create essentially what is the main focus, and it cuts through this instrumental so perfectly to where they overtake and become the attention, which I feel like should have happened with this song as soon as the vocals came in around here. Instead, we get something that's very tame and is completely swallowed by the song. And it doesn't work, in my opinion.
It's always raining, so the pavement always shines. It's always colder, so a jacket's on my mind. I'm always dancing on the edge of the law. Yeah, I just stole some candy and I'm hoping no one saw. I've gotten knocked around too many times this week. It's in the city, only fuck with me. One more time and I'm gonna fucking blow.
Is it their first album?
Gonna fucking explode, yeah. I've been a different man since
Yeah.
2049.
Seems that way.
Got a robot eye and 2040 side. I've been a different man since 2049. I've got a robot eye and 2040 side. I've been a different man since 2049. I've got a robot eye and 2040 side. I've been a different man since 2049. I've got a robot eye and 2040 side.
There are people here who disagree with me, I guess. Personally, I couldn't wait for that song to end, because I thought it was a lot of missed potential, as you still brought a lot of quirkiness to it, which has actually been a huge strength for this album, but I think that it was completely undermined in that song. It's a low shrug for me. Actually, yeah, low shrug. Actually, you know, it's one of the first songs I feel like I actively didn't like. I'd say it's like a 3 out of 10 for me. Pajama Pants is the name of this next one.
I thought I'd feel better now that I am moving up, 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 up.
Aw.
This feeling of indifference is ever so present, or am I just bored?
But it's different now that I'm pouring aging. Oh. Let's see this place again. We're stepping.
Let the days go by like cars, when I can clearly see I'm free from all the harm. Am I relieved to see my dreams are coming true, or am I sad 'cause I'm leaving without you?
But it's different now that I'm pouring aging. I'll never see this place again.
I don't care, I haven't for a while. I don't
Sounds nothing like Obstacle 1. Yeah, but when I started singing that, you gotta admit, it added texture. It added something that the song was missing. Okay? It doesn't need Obstacle 1 in it, but I feel like when I do something like that, I listen to it and I'm like, oh, this kind of works. It makes me think, how could that be integrated into a song like this with something original? Any other albums in the queue? Yeah, one more immediately after this, and something later. Damn, man, it's really poetic.
Do I feel bad when I see seasons come and go? They blend together in a mix of sun and snow. Ask me a question, I'll most likely have no clue. It's not my fault, as I would tell you if I knew. Do I feel bad to see the days go by like planes? To see my life go by in tiny picture frames? Don't wanna live a life that I can just ignore. Don't wanna live a life that I can just ignore. Don't wanna live a life that I can just ignore. Don't wanna live a life that I can just ignore. Don't wanna live a life that I can just ignore. Don't wanna live a life that I can just ignore.
It's different now that I'm pouring aging. I'll never see this place again. We'll step in on self in the neck. But it's different now that I'm pouring aging. I'll never see this place again. We'll step in on self in the neck.
Really though, are they?
Stop making it better than it is. Low shrug. Too empty, in my opinion. Yeah, I'd say continue adding a bit more style to it. Pull Me Into Your Arms, final song. Welcome to the future.
Oh my goodness, this beat is so hard. DJ Khaled. Life. DJ Khaled. I wonder if something great. Yes, hello.
Kiss me on my neck, makes me feel again. Pull me into your arms, and hold me close, don't let me.
Take on me, take on me, take me on, take on me, I'll be gone within a day. Every song is better with Obstacle 1 in it. You'll never see this place again. We go stepping ourselves in the neck. To be fair, though, Obstacle 1 is basically like... I mean, there is a reason why it's such a legendary track. And the moment I first heard it, I was like, there is something here. Like, just... Shake it, Ray, shake it, Ray, shake it, Ray, she's bad. Shake it, Ray, shake it, Ray, shake it, Ray, she's bad. Oh, she's bad. Now, this is one of the most electrifying and wonderful vocal performances I've heard on any song, period. And it's got such a gothic feeling to it. There is, like, endless personality in this. Again, I feel like Interpol sort of lost a lot of what made them interesting to me personally on like future works, but what happens on this song I feel like I can use as a reference of like like amazingness that can be. Now, important point here. Listen, the reason this song works is the vocals. And this brings me to point 2. I think the instrumental is dull on Obstacle 1. I don't think it's bad. I just think that it is stylistically dull. And it works for the song. Without the vocals in it, it just simply doesn't have the same punch. Like, it's fine, you know? This instrumental is amazing. Don't get me wrong. It's amazing, but it's not really doing anything outside the box. And without that incredible vocal performance, it wouldn't... I just feel like, man, this instrumental, there's so much I didn't notice about it. Hold on. Damn, that's really good. Hold on. What was the point I was making? Ah, who cares? Anyways, back to the album. I apologize. In my opinion, Obstacle 1 is, I think, a strong 9 to a 10. But it's temporary now that I'm foreign and I'll never see this place again. You're gonna step in yourself in the neck.
I wanna talk with you for hours by the light of a TV screen. Wanna walk with you all night under the lights of city streets. I want whatever is with you. I want whatever
See, it's so messy, but it's trying to excuse it because it's going for an 80s aesthetic. I call bullshit. Alright, I know what you're thinking, Bradley. You look and sound like a total pompous asshole. And to that I say, you must be new to this channel. Untitled songs topic video. That could be fun. It wouldn't be a topic video though. It would be like going through every song titled Untitled. So, not a huge fan of this final song. Freelance Aliens in general, I feel like is, for a debut album, very promising. Which, honest to God, in my personal opinion, is probably the best compliment I could give. Because it means that you have growing room, but you have a foundation to grow off of. I feel like there's a lot of styles done on this album. In my opinion, I think most of them are done at kind of a lower grade quality, but there are a couple of times where I'm like, oh, this is fun. I like this, and I don't mind like little hiccups. But the problem is when the songs just aren't fun to listen to, then those hiccups become the experience. And unfortunately, I feel like this entire second half is just, in my opinion, hiccups. From track 4 to 7, I think it's just very dull. I think that they would probably sound fine if they were performed live, you know? But I think these recorded versions just don't sound great. And that's kind of a problem when you're making so many different styles, too, is you have to find some way to have a consistent sound, and you have to know what you're doing with the mixing of everything. And I just don't feel like this guy, at this current moment, has all the pieces together. Which, again, he doesn't have to. In my personal opinion, this is a 4+ to a 5-. I think it's an alright album. I don't mind it. And I appreciate being sent this in. And I really do wish them the best in the future because, again, I feel like they have a lot of potential to make something that's even more creative, even more inviting, even more fun. Hopefully they just keep leaning in on their strengths, which is, again, just strong personality. Debut albums being the best ones is the most Interpol thing you could do for a video. Yeah, Turn on the Bright Lights has, like, from what I've heard, in my opinion, Interpol's most bold ideas. But again, I feel like an album with, like, just endless bold ambition to, like, it's hard to expect an artist to maintain that. And Interpol is just one of those, I feel like, sad cases of a band that the melancholy got the best of them, you know? Has anyone really been far even as decided to use even go want to do, like, look more like? Huh? Question mark?